Well, hello there. Welcome to the third week of April. It is time for my third installment of Stress Reduction Month. Remember, it is Stress Awareness Month in April, but I've renamed it to Stress Reduction Month because I'm just that powerful. If you missed the first 2 weeks of tips, please go to my YouTube channel and look for them. Stress reduction number 1, stress reduction tip number 2, and you will find them. But interestingly enough, I'm reading the book, The One Thing, and the co-author of The One Thing was on a podcast that I listened to today, which happens to be Hal Elrod's podcast, who wrote The Morning Miracle. So that's how on trend I am, people. Keep following me and invite your friends too. Anyway, I was listening to this podcast and I've been thinking a lot about stress reduction and what we can do with our to-do list, with our never-ending to-do list that will reduce stress. And a lot of you know I preach and am so passionate about the big three, right? And about, so what are the top 3 things you can do, prioritize today that will make you feel accomplished at the end of the day. Also, I talk about the do, dump, and delegate of your to-do list. However, we all have this thing that causes us undue stress, guilt, I don't even know what. It's that thing that you've been procrastinating. It's what have you been putting off and putting off and putting off and putting off. It might be raking your front lawn. It might be doing the dishes that are building up in your sink. It might be, I don't even know what it could be. It could be phone calls a phone call you've been meaning to make. It could be all kinds of things that you've been meaning to do or that you need to do, but there's not the doing of it. And so it weighs on you. So to reduce a little stress, I encourage you, challenge you, order you, whatever it might take to do it. Do it. You want to know what mine is? It's a little truth right now. So, right there. It doesn't look too bad from this angle, but that's my extra workspace, because here's my actual workspace where I can't do any work because it's just a pile of papers. So for me, that's my thing this week to reduce my stress is I am blocking off an hour and a half of time, or maybe 15 minutes a day, whatever it's going to end up looking like, to get through it and get it cleaned up so I can actually work on my workspace, because now I've moved out to the dining room and my husband's not too happy with me. So what's your one thing that you've been putting off that if you just did it, you would just feel better? That's my tip for this week. Stress Reduction Month. We got one left. What do you think it will be? I'll see you Thursday. Oh, don't forget, YouTube channel has other Thirsty Thursdays on it and has my other 2 April stress reduction tips, and juliemillerdavis.com. Go there and get my e-news, because guess what? I'm almost at 400 followers, and wouldn't it be great if you got to be the 400th? Maybe I'll have a little prize in there for you. I don't know. So go get on that. Talk to you soon.